is a U-Record Studios production. No experts, no insiders, just fans.
Transmission from Marked Up Wrestling Podcast begins in 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Begin broadcast.
Universe, how you guys doing? So this is your girl Kiara coming to you. Let me tell you about Roadie Rob. Let me tell you about this wonderful man.
Turn the fucking music down, or are you just gonna talk over the goddamn loudest thing in the world?
Let me tell you about this wonderful man.
This is my fucking show, and I'm letting you do an intro. Damn it!
Let me tell you about this man is being very ungrateful right now. I love him, but he had some stuff on his nose, and he didn't even know about it, right? So I went ahead and proceeded to take the stuff off of his nose. And he got upset about it.
Yeah, so, because you say, "Hey, you
no.
You got you say you got something on your nose. Can I get it off?" You don't just start fucking with somebody's face and not tell them why.
But I know you. It's not like you're a stranger, or I'm a stranger. You know what I'm saying? We look out for each other. But yeah, marked out. Get your boy Rob. Tell him he needs to appreciate your girl Kiara looking out for him.
Cups up.
Can I start the show?
Can I get a amen?
No, you can get a bye bye.
Hallelujah.
Anyway, welcome to Tuesday Night Smackdown. Rob doesn't even know the names of the shows anymore when he plugs them, so I wanted to make sure that you know you are here at Smackdown. That was the Queen Kiara in one of her ramblings. She just came back from training, so she's all hype. Or maybe she stays hype. I don't know. Joining me on the side there, you already heard him once. That is the Angry Elf.
He's an angry elf.
What's up, Roadie?
Hey, how you doing? Are you streaming right now?
It says I am.
Okay, cool.
Are you just calling me out to
I'm just
ruin my flow?
I can't find us on YouTube. That's why.
Well, look harder. You're the one who set it up. Also joining us is maybe Medine. Maybe you joining us?
Oh, when the saints
Fuck
come
off.
marching in.
Oh God.
Oh, when the saints come marching in.
Okay, I know this is a wrestling show.
Now they need to build the wall. Fucking Mexican.
I know this is a wrestling show,
dig
so
under
I've held this in for a while. Medine, you show up with a different team across multiple sports all the time. What the hell teams are actually yours? You wear Yankees,
all of them.
Timberwolves, Packers, Nets,
Right there, stop.
Lakers, Saints.
No.
Now you're wearing.
So you went too far after you went past the Nets. Yeah, I have multiple gear, but
You showed up in a Laker jersey.
shirt, not jersey.
Okay, what the fuck is it?
It was Kobe. That's different. It's Kobe.
He's a fucking chameleon. You know what I'm saying?
Can we talk about wrestling and not my hat?
Yeah. Okay. No. You brought it up, motherfucker. So I'm just going to throw you under the bus.
I actually didn't bring it up. I just started singing a song, and then you brought it up.
This is more interesting
That's what
than
I
any
do.
WWE shit right now.
Exactly. Yeah, exactly. Roadie, who's with us on the board to not talk about wrestling?
One fat ass. Oh, she's a big fat girl. Teddy Two Stone Heart is here. He said, "What's up?" Stike Leather's on the board. Noah's fucking there, and Chris. Yeah, that's it.
Noah
right
says
now.
Medine can like whatever he wants. # freedom, bitch. Let's just do this.
Freedom.
What you need to make a good smackdown is your 3
4
key ingredients.
All right, let's just be honest. There's not a lot to talk about tonight. We're probably gonna fly through this and just have a good time. Why the hell not?
Number one.
Number one. I'm not even gonna read them in order. We're just gonna get them as we go.
Number one.
Number one. Restart. Change rules. Repeat.
It sounds like Jean-Luc Picard. Hello, number one.
Hello, number one.
Good.
Energize.
What's the name of your topic again?
Restart. Change rules. Repeat. So we had the whole Daniel Bryan, Shane, whatever, including Nakamura, Orton, Sami, KO, AJ. Let's just throw every name we can into one little segment or thing of the night. Connect the dots. Daniel Bryan being unfair is what Shane says. Sami and KO say that AJ, after he's cutting a promo in the middle of the ring with Renee, is remorseful styles, not phenomenal, and regretful. And they're going to destroy the house that AJ built, and they're going to be the first ever co-champions. Now, before we get to the Shane and Daniel Bryan part, I want to focus on this, guys. The first ever co-champions.
I mean, I could see a storyline with it, but for me, it's a continued degradation of that belt, the continued shitting on that belt. Let's make the title not only less prestigious, but let's eventually make it kind of irrelevant.
It really does. It's turning it into a prop when you have two guys claiming it.
Yeah, and in Vince's mind, it is a prop. But the problem is with that is Vince doesn't understand the minds of his fans, because in our minds, it is not a prop.
Well, and I don't mind with the couple times that they've done it when there's been a one-person tag champ, some like garbage rule, because that's the tag champ. Okay, I know it's
do
garbage.
whatever you can do whatever you want with the tag champs.
Right,
Whatever.
exactly. You just like New Day, you can do a Freebird rule. Do whatever the fuck you want there. We don't care.
Yeah.
But the big belt has to have some prestige, and the Universal title is relatively new. So what the hell is the reasoning behind even tossing the tease of co-champions? I don't see it. Medine, you got anything on this?
I guess the angle that they're going to go with, from what I understand, and probably it kind of looks kind of obvious, unfortunately even predictable, they're going to stop each other from trying to make the pin, and that's how their friendship will dissolve. As
They just hooked back up.
you're going to be like, oh, Rob, Adam, which one is going to get the pin?
No.
Neither one.
The reason it's not a triple threat and a handicap is so Rob's right, so that the friendship doesn't dissolve. They just got back together.
No.
No,
That friendship's over.
you can't.
Soon.
No.
Teddy on the board wants to say,
No.
Medine, get off your phone and stop texting.
The amount of times that we've
Not
seen
texting.
The amount of times we've seen KO and Sami have matches, and now you're setting them up for right away another program with each other.
Not right away. It's been
Well, how long are they gonna be co-champs for?
No, they're not going to be co-champs.
Well, and Stikelether's
Oh, they're not
pointing
gonna
out.
no.
But you could do it. You could do a lot with it. I mean, I don't like it, but you could do a lot with it.
Stikelether's
I like-
pointing out, don't forget that Lay Cool was co-champions. But
Oh, who
again, that's the
cares?
Divas belt.
shit, yeah.
That's even less than the
fucking
women's.
butterfly. Fuck off. Who
and-
said that? Did Juan say that?
No, Juan says something that you'll like because it sums
Kirk.
up one of your points from last night. We are limping into the Royal Rumble like never before. No idea what they want to do.
All the shine is on the women's Royal Rumble, and even
all
that-
these declarations that don't need to happen. We'll get to that. Back to the topic at
Yeah.
hand. Co-champions. Anything more on that before I go to Daniel and Shane part of this?
I like the idea of it, but I think it's just a prop to end their friendship. I don't really. I see them wrestling each other at Mania.
At Mania?
Yeah.
They just got done. After they got done doing one before that, and then one before that, and then one before that.
But they
And in
never,
NXT, they had one.
but they never fought at Mania.
Okay.
To them two, maybe not to everybody else.
Oh.
To the two of them.
Oh, it would be fantastic. It
That-
would be a boyhood dream.
and
No,
that's why they wanna do it.
That's fine. But that's not what they want.
You don't think that's what they
It,
want?
well, no, it doesn't matter what they want.
Okay, Rock.
Well, I mean, it's true. Okay, goddamn it, doesn't matter what you guys want. Or if you don't like it, you can go to goddamn back to Ring of Honor, and you could be on what's the name of that streaming service? Fuckers Are Us, whatever.
That would be good.
Here, Noah's trying to flip-flop on it, and I kind of like this. He says, last year was a great build-up, and the Rumble sucked, and most people hated it. This one is a boring build-up, so maybe that means it's going to be excellent.
That the logic is retarded, but and I don't mean that in a bad sense. The logic is horrible, but yeah, he's probably right.
Lower expectations.
I'm
will
hoping
equal
so.
I mean, his logic's good, but I'm saying that that's not a logical thing. That fuck it.
No. With high expectations last year, we expected something good, which we didn't get. If our expectations are low this year,
Yeah.
and we get something decent, we'll be like, "Oh my god, it's great."
Shouldn't be that way.
Yeah,
it
Stike, we're
shouldn't.
going to cover that later in the Mud Report, so don't worry about that. So the other part is the more dissension in sowing the seeds between Daniel Bryan and Shane. I had this epiphany, Latino Damas style. I don't know if he possessed me. That Daniel Bryan
I don't know that.
is the fourth person of the new Triple H faction. And it's KO, Sami, Daniel Bryan, and revealed as the guy behind it all is Triple H to usurp Shane leading into Mania and create that kind of turmoil. If Vince is playing into your theory, Rob, if Vince is getting ready to bow out and stuff, and Triple H is making a play, start with Shane.
Yeah.
And work your way through to the other McMahon.
And I've heard birds chirping that I may be very right about that.
And so my point being is, what do you think about? And that's beyond kayfabe, what you're talking about.
Right.
Who knows what they're going to do with kayfabe? But what about this angle? If Daniel Bryan is part of them, and then it's revealed that Triple H has been pulling his strings the whole time.
First off, whatever it is they're going to do, and I'll address what your theory is, but whatever it is they're going to do, it's like if you're pulling that girl, the girl's hair in school that you liked, and you had a crush on, and you pulled her hair, and then you instead of fucking finally asking her out, you pulled her hair one too many fucking times, and now she's like, fuck off. With this storyline, it's like, okay, if Shane and Daniel, you're going to do something, stop pulling each other's fucking hair. Somebody asked somebody to the prom. Fucking get to it.
Yeah.
And if it's the Hunter thing, at this point, even if I wouldn't like it, which I'm not sure if I would or not, I just would like it to happen.
The land of opportunity to me is now defined as the land of opportunity to run rivalries and gimmicks into the ground. Okay? And what I mean by that is they are taking these storylines and instead of creatively weaving them, intertwining with everything else, they're just segregating them. AJ and KO fight for 6 months. You're going to take a 2-month break, and then you're going to be involved with Shane and Daniel Bryan and KO and Sami too. So don't worry about that. It feels like this is, like you said, they're not asking them out. They're not approaching the girl. They're just, I'll ride up in the elevator with her every day.
Yeah.
Just look
I'm
at her.
gonna walk her. I'm gonna watch her walk into her apartment, and I'm just gonna wish misconnections.com.
Yeah, I think I'm gonna time it so that we are at the mailbox at the same time each day.
Lowered expectations.
That's you, Juan.
Number 2.
Who's left? So this is pointless, by the way. Now, Becky Lynch, this is going to be a quick topic. Becky Lynch has declared that she's in the Rumble, meaning that every woman except for the champion, Charlotte, is in the Rumble for SmackDown. In fact, there's only 2 left for Raw, Dana Brooke and Alicia Fox to declare. But why are they doing this? Because we've still got 13 spots left. Full of surprises. If you take the 2 away, then there's still 11.
Yeah, here's what it is. It's what's good for the guys is good for the girls. And to not offend and still make you guys feel like this is on equal footing with the Rumble, we're going to let you do declarations too, just like the men do, so you can have your moment to declare, and we're not withholding any of the joy that is being a Rumble participant has. We're not going to withhold that from you, right?
I can see that. My big thing is
big thing.
They could use this time to announce the returns of the Kelly Kellys, maybe even the Beth Phoenixes.
No,
wait. You hold the big ones, the Trish, the Lita, something like that, and you tease these other ones. You had the tease with Kurt Angle last night. You turn that into, oh, he was talking to Beth Phoenix.
No.
Or he was talking to Ivory. It doesn't have to be the big name.
Nope.
So that you have a little bit of going in there.
Nope.
Rob, why don't you like that?
Why don't you?
You
think there's going to be 11 surprises?
My goal when I watch a wrestling event, especially a pay-per-view, is to pop and mark out as many times as I possibly can. That's what I want to do.
So you want to mark out 11 times for 11 surprises?
Yeah, because I'll have a different reaction for every single one. Some of them will come out and I'll go, I don't fucking know her. You guys are excited. One will come out and go, oh, I didn't think of that one. Another one will come out and go, fuck yeah, the one I wanted. You know, I'm going to have a different reaction for every one. And if I get 11 surprises from the women and fucking 5 from the men, I'm a fucking happy camper through the night.
Yeah, I think Double G Gaming, he says they should have made it 20 person, that's Berto, and increase it to 30 next year or the year after.
That doesn't work time-wise.
Well, but he's got a point. Can you do it in reverse? Can next year you go to 20 without diminishing it?
No.
Exactly. So you have to build your roster up or keep 30 women around for a year, or just say, hey, it's open to NXT women too.
If they're going to do this, they have got to find additional programming.
No. So you think 205 Live type of situation where the women get an hour before Raw airs?
I mean, yeah, and I don't like that personally. I think the women, well, I have a fear it will turn out to be like a Total Divas with wrestling. You know, they'll script it so
I'm sure it will
girly and so argumentative that you don't have the edge of it.
It's hard not to be though. In most of these girls' feuds, it's hard not to be that Total Divas way.
Right. I just they have their roster is so big with the women, the men, and the cruisers, which are neither men or women. They're unisex. They're imaginary creatures. There's not enough room for anybody to do anything.
Here's some really dumb stuff from the board. Berto says make the men's a 50 Royal Rumble. Noah says increase every year by 10. 70 man Royal Rumble.
No, that was Noah talking about his dream.
Oh, okay. Stike says
70 men in me.
Trish is in it. He'll be very happy. And Teddy, he's too stoned, but I think this plays. He says he's looking forward to the Raw 25th anniversary show instead of the Rumble. I don't know about that.
Oh, man. I have no idea what's going on.
But good for you, Teddy.
There was a 40-man Royal Rumble that Del Rio won.
Yeah.
In 2011.
That was horrible. I'm just saying they increased the time between there. Nothing got worked. It was a clusterfuck in the ring. I think that's when they let Roman get the record over. I don't remember.
I just want, if anyone in WWE is listening to this podcast, which chances are you are not, but if anybody does happen to do it, I want somebody to please tell whoever makes the decision to stop with the heroin. Put the heroin away. Allow people to still act like they're going to fight or try to eliminate or whatever while you're highlighting two people. Just put the camera on those two, but let everyone else still have moments to act like it's a real thing. Because when you have 15 people and 2 people are fighting and 13 others are fucking having a heroin moment, that is not reality. It's not reality. I don't care if it's the Anchorman fucking, 5 newscasts versus 5 newscasts thing where they fight in the back alley with the weapons. I mean, even then, everyone was fighting, right? Everyone.
Well, or at least, if you're going to do the heroin spots, do them where you're like, I'm pretending to push you over and you're bracing yourself and fighting me.
Oh, they're stupid. They can get them over, but they're not really. Yeah.
Right. At least that is a work. You're not just lying in the corner.
Right.
Lying as 2 guys having a tea party in the fucking bottom turnbuckle.
Yeah, I mean, but let people fucking, throw some bows, throw some hands, fucking a body slam here, a body slam there. You can still open.
Chops.
Yeah, you can still open the middle of the ring up and highlight Baron Corbin versus fucking Bobby Roode for a little 2-second spot. I mean, whatever. Come on.
Yeah, Juan says, leave the Coke alone and just write a better script.
Well, there you go.
I mean,
I think he meant, Juan meant like Coca-Cola because it's full of sugar. Because I really like sugar. I'm Juan. I approve this message.
And somebody else on the board said, Rob Reigns, go to bed.
I want to.
You have to. You have to stay.
And
Number 3.
Number 3, not so dark match. So finally, apparently it didn't happen on the dark match. Mojo and Zack Ryder. It is what it is. Is it? The only reason I mention this is Jinder Mahal and Bobby Roode are fighting in the final at Royal Rumble. I don't think there's any way Xavier gets by Jinder or Mojo gets by Bobby.
No.
Anybody want to make a case differently?
Nope.
So wait, you said it's going to be Bobby and Jinder.
Yeah. I think Dolph comes out.
I think this
afterwards.
I think this could be
to make it disputed.
Okay, all right, I heard you. I'm gonna finish my thought. I think maybe we're looking at kind of a Jericho undisputed title. Nobody saw Jericho beating Stone Cold. Nobody saw Jericho beating The Rock. Nobody saw Jericho winning that whole thing. I think Xavier Woods. I think he's got the nod here because you need to highlight. You need to bring somebody up to the U.S. title belt level and start to rebuild that fucking division. Give some new blood to the title. And if you want to hype up the U.S. title belt, I can't think of a better person to do it than Xavier Woods. I mean, he'll after the show he'll come on it, and then he'll go back to the show and he'll wrestle with it. Brad Maddox come over and massage it. But my point is that it's new blood, new life. I see the swerve here. Bobby Roode needs to move up to something different.
What if it's a double swerve, and it's Mojo and Xavier in the final, and because Bobby screwed over Jinder and Jinder screwed over Bobby, they have a feud just away from US?
Sure.
That's better.
Yeah.
That's better for all parties involved. It rebuilds the division like you want, and it gives them a good angle to fight over.
And you have Bobby Roode defeating the former champion in a program I mean, you can't deny he's top card then, right?
Right?
I like the idea that you have, Adam, with Dolph laying in the weeds with a ladder.
Laying in the weeds.
Yeah, and then
Like
Dolph, if Miz had elevated himself last night like he should have, then Dolph could be the new Miz and work with Xavier and Mojo and stuff and try and rebuild that division.
That ladder is coming into play.
You think so?
Yes.
I feel like I should call my buddy Macho, see if he wants to do the show.
Yeah, but Noah says, and this is the point because it's a big 4 pay-per-view, and this is why I don't think we're going to get that. Mojo versus Xavier isn't the match we want. It's the match we need. It's an essential piece of wrestling history that is vital to the process of evolution of professional wrestling. Well said, Noah. Now, here's the problem. It's very, very simple. Here's the problem. If you do that at Royal Rumble, that becomes a pre-show match. And nobody's going to get over in the pre-show match because it's 4 hours and people aren't even in the seats. That's what happened to Ryback. That's what happened to Kalisto. It's proven.
And just like Rob was saying before he unceremoniously exited the studio, if you really want to elevate the division and the U.S. title, putting it on the pre-show is the wrong move.
Berto says it will be Mojo versus Jinder because fuck the fans. Hey, we got a rare appearance here. Wait. I think I might even have a sound effect here.
Oh, yeah.
Let me see if I can find this shit. No, that's right. You lost all the updates. My
I see
executive
one
producer
thing hasn't
sucks.
changed, brother. See, since the last time I was here there, Adam, you still don't know how to work the goddamn equipment.
Actually, I do. Our executive producer let me down with the last update, and he erased all the new sound effects I put in.
I heard it wasn't his fault, brother. I heard the computer broke down on him. I think you're being a little harsh on the man. Yeah.
All right, yeah, whatever you say.
Okay.
So what's new with you, Macho? You did you join in to talk about Mojo Rawley, or did you want to talk about the next topic?
You know, I got a lot of mojo. I've had a lot of mojo for a long time. You know, I invented the word mojo. It's who I am. Mojo macho. Macho mojo. You hear that? One day somebody was like, hey, that's the macho. And they kept saying it, and it would eventually turn into mojo, like a telephone game, right? The telephone. You played the telephone game in high school? Yeah, or was it elementary school? I can't remember quite what it was, brother. But I'll tell you what, I came here to talk about the Royal Rumble, yeah! Because, you know, somebody new is going to step up, and they're going to take the top spot, and they're going to go to WrestleMania. And then, you know, I heard you guys talking about heroin, brother, yeah. So,
Number 4.
Macho Man knows nothing about heroin.
That's why I just figured I'd cut that out right there. He knows about trees.
No, it's just straight cocaine. Cocaine and caffeine.
I go to my dealer, Latino Damas. You heard of that guy?
Why the fuck?
Never heard of him.
I got Scarface and I got fucking Macho here.
Who?
Yeah, you're talking about cocaina over there.
Ooh.
Yeah, that's you,
We're going to
Scarface.
talk about some wrestling here there, Jew boy?
Yeah, number 4. Number 4, Rusev Rumble. So we got an announcement. We got Aiden English and Rusev are now in the Rumble.
I like
and
those
they
guys,
coined the
yeah.
name the Rusev Rumble. What do we think about that? Does it change any of your opinions? Doesn't matter.
No, he should win now.
He should win.
Yeah, he should win. He won't, but he should win now.
I think
Every day's
Rusev should
Rusev
be
Day.
in the top 4. Top 4 would be a major push, yeah.
If he was at the end, yeah.
Okay.
That would be huge for him. Even if he went out first out of the last 4, but just to be there.
You know, no. Do you think that him and Aiden English are in at the same time to do a little tag action in there?
All I know, brother, is that if it was back in the 80s and Aiden English was here, brother, I would have had him sing at me and Liz's wedding, yeah.
I think the Rumble.
Would Steph have been your ring girl?
Hey,
Flower girl?
we didn't talk about it till the end, you know, and I'm not talking about Lex Luger in, brother, yeah.
Yeah.
But
Ooh.
Aiden and Rusev.
Watch out for that tree.
Yeah, watch out for Aiden turning on Rusev.
I was doing heroin.
You're not supposed to do that when you drive. It never works out.
Oops.
Smackdown presents
Good. Bad. And
What the fuck, Noah?
Go ahead. Make my day.
Instead of President Oprah, he wants President Rusev.
I like President Oprah, you know what I'm saying? Yeah.
Macho Man, I encourage you to participate in these awards.
I just think that if Oprah becomes president, brother, we're all getting cars, you know what I'm saying?
You get a card. You get a
Hopefully I'll get one with an airbag, yeah. Uh-huh.
Might have helped. Might have helped.
Uh-huh.
But if you were doing that cocaine, I don't think it would have. Your heart collapsed long before.
I don't. What?
Medine, what's your good?
Macho Man in the studio.
All right, I'll give you a coin for that. Fuck it. I'll let Macho go last on these.
All right, brother.
Mine is KO and Sami. The Yep movement, I could take it or leave it, but the rest of it, I'm really enjoying. I think it's too soon to break them up. I like the handicap angle. I just don't. I'm worried to death that Shane's going to come out and it's just going to be a DQ, and we're not going to get a real ending, if you will.
I feel you, brother.
Especially with all the restart bullshit tonight.
Uh-huh.
Macho, before I go to the board, what is your good for the evening?
So you take 1 part Coca-Cola, and then you take 1 part Captain Morgan's Cannonball. It's seasonal, brother, so you gotta get it when you can get it. You know what I'm saying? And then
Good stuff.
Then you take some pure cherry juice and pour it in there. Got a couple cherries floating around too. It's called a cocktail of champions. Don't drink and drive. Yeah.
Okay. Noah on the board. His good. Becky versus Ruby Riott. It was a decent match. Becky got the tap out on Ruby. Ruby tapped. Of course, Naomi and Charlotte were ringside during the submission hold. Morgan and Hogan tried to get involved, but Charlotte and Naomi stopped them, and then the tap out. Snap into a Slim Jim, Teddy says.
I don't like those things. I never did.
We're going to move on to
They
bad.
look like trees.
Bad for me, AJ backtracking tonight. I didn't like that AJ said, it was the heat of the moment. I was just joking when I said handicap match, and Daniel Bryan made it a match.
Asia.
I thought that weakened his thing. He could have just said, handicap match, yeah, I'll face him. He could have acted like the tough champion. And then Shane could have said to Daniel Bryan, hey, you know that was in the heat of the moment. I don't know why you booked that.
That's the second reference.
I think he could have done it. There was a different angle to play here. And AJ backing down as the champion, I didn't like. Bad, no Jason Jordan for Noah. What do you got over there, Medine? What's your bad?
The length of the Benjamin and Gable promo before
wow.
Too
Daniel Bryan
long,
came
brother.
out. Too long.
That's a great one, Medine. Good way to observe.
And it was hard to stay interested. It was hard to follow.
It was good for about a minute and a half, maybe 2 minutes.
Yeah, and then I took
Once
the
they
exit to
started-
Medinesboro.
It's closed down right now for renovations.
Oh, so they repaired.
Yeah,
Fuck, that exit's never opening again.
You know, my bad, my friend. My bad, brother. My bad is going to be that Adam apparently is a fan of the group Asia. Using the heat of the moment comment there twice within a sentence. Good job, brother. I like Asia too. Asia, yeah.
Okay.
Heat of the moment, yeah.
Stike Leather bad. The whole restarting of the main event. That was bad. It was an obvious play. It was saying what's ambitious again. It just was. It was. Who do we have on the line here?
Turn off your motherfucking computer when you can't hear you, man.
Who's calling for the bathroom?
Yeah, hello. Who's there?
Oh, that was the one's diet. It's trying to get away. Yeah.
Who was
It's
that?
being abused by the fat man. Yeah.
I don't know who that was, so I'm calling him back. Yeah, why the fucking show's off the rail? Macho's here. Let's get some conversation.
Is that how our phone rings?
Man, sorry, yeah. Well, can you hear me? You're breaking up. Where can you hear me?
He's on another line. Your message after the tone.
I think that was Teddy. I think I might have just made an international call. Hey, Teddy, it's marked out.
Well,
why
there
the
goes
fuck
all
you
of our
hang up on us?
There goes all of our Skype credits.
Don't leave it to me to fuck that up. Anyway, hope that was you, Teddy. We got at least to hear your fake answering machine. He's one of those dicks who plays a joke like it's answering it, but it's not.
Nah, his answering machine. Did you sound it had like a British accent or some shit? I think
No, it was
really
Irish.
He's
you
Irish,
idiot.
you
He's from
asshole.
Ireland.
Do you know the difference between he's from Ireland? How do we know he didn't buy his shit in the UK? All right, shut
What, he
the
bought
fuck
his
up.
answering
Shut the
machine
fuck
in the
up.
UK?
How do you know that he didn't?
I don't understand what you're trying to say.
The answering machine had a British accent, not an Irish accent.
No, the talking lady did.
I have to
His
break
voice
Talking
did.
lady is
I have to break my
the answering
character
machine.
for a minute. What the fuck are you talking about?
Teddy, are
You
you
don't
here?
buy an answering machine with a message on it.
Hello, who's on the line?
Maybe.
I don't know what planet you're
What's up, Adam? How
What?
you doing?
Who's
Who
this
is
guy?
Who is this?
Teddy, what's up?
Is this Teddy?
No, fucker, it's Juan.
Oh, it's Juan.
Oh, what the fuck?
What's up, Juan?
He ate Teddy from a continent away.
I don't know any of the numbers. You didn't. The executive producer doesn't program shit.
What you want, Juan? What do you want?
How you doing?
It's not Christmas. Why are you calling?
Yeah, I just wanted to order a large pizza.
The pizza.
Extra anchovies.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, no.
Da puta pizza.
And peace out.
All right.
Bye,
man.
Juan.
Thanks for calling
He
in.
said pizza out. Did you hear him?
Spice up
Hey,
the
was
show.
that the one guy?
I don't know.
I felt him trying to eat me through the phone.
Yeah, you got to be careful. Don't put your hands near his mouth. That's dangerous.
Don't feed the one, brother. Yeah.
Don't feed the one.
Stop yawning, Medine. Goddamn.
Oh, it was Teddy that originally tried to call. He's saying on the board, and then it was Juan that actually called.
Teddy,
him.
I think your country sucks at phone calls. I don't know what's going on there, brother.
I don't know where the hell we are. Oh, we're on Glorious. My Glorious is Daniel Bryan. He was smarmy as fuck tonight. He's selling the angle that's predictable as hell, but good job by you, Daniel Bryan. What do you got, Medine? What's your Glorious?
I'm piggybacking. Daniel Bryan.
Macho.
Oh, yeah. So my Glorious is going to have to be Rusev Day. I think Rusev Day is a phenomenon, but like all phenomenons, eventually it's going to fall to the bottom and the cream is going to rise to the top, brother. Yeah. So I'm going to say the Glorious actually is, oh, yeah, it's me. Yeah. Moving on.
You're welcome.
Yes, indeed. That's my brother. No, the guy looks like my brother. Whatever. Mm-hmm.
Who looks like your brother? Oh, the genius.
Yes. Mm-hmm.
He is a genius. He was underrated. Maybe if he wasn't the brother,
He used
would
to
have
pee
gotten
his
more
bed
love.
when he was 7. Yeah.
Oh, did he?
Yeah.
All right, creative fail. My creative fail is Breezango getting some love. The reason I say this is a creative fail is because I don't see this going anywhere. What are they trying to do here? Why didn't they push them in some way with the Bludgeon Brothers and Ascension and continue that story or finish that story? This I don't understand where the point is. You've squashed these guys for a year. Rusev Day is hot as fuck, and you let them get over. I don't get it. Medine, creative fail for you.
My creative fail is the announcement of the Mix Match Challenge. Even though they've been talking about it for about a month online, now all of a sudden they want to like bring it to the forefront this week.
Right.
Like you've been talking about it for a month. You haven't mentioned it at all on television until this week. You want people to be really interested
a brief
in it?
tease.
A brief
and
tease.
tonight there was like 5 promos.
Exactly. Now they're bombarding you with it.
Yeah, it felt like it was tonight. It's
that was my fail there. Just too much, too late.
All right. Creative fail. Juan trying to call in for Noah. Macho. Late Glorious. Sammy and KO for just being slimy heels from Stike Leather. What do you got, Macho? What is your creative fail?
The creative fail is the failure to make me care about the Royal Rumble, brother. I don't quite give a damn, and it's my favorite pay-per-view, and I just don't care.
Preach on.
Yeah.
Especially since last year I cared so much, and I almost had to get a Roman Reigns tattoo.
Well, although I was kind of scared by the Royal Rumble when Lex Luger was in it, it kind of ruined it for me. You know what I'm saying?
Macho, are you going to join our tattoo challenge?
No, brother. I am going to move on out of here and go back to the great beyond here in just about 5 seconds, brother. Yeah.
All right, this is for you then.
I don't like Jewish people.
Juan, hashtag stop the fat shaming. No. Creative fail, Stike Leather. Creative fail for them not pushing Rusev Day more. How did they lose to Breezango? They were in a tag title picture a second ago, and now they're nothing. Finally, LOL award. My LOL is going to be very simple. By the way, Noah wants to point out that Macho, you are Jewish. Just to point that out.
Somebody should tell him that.
Yeah, just since he was trying to dig on me. Well, actually, no, that makes him more Jewish because we're a very self-deprecating ethnicity.
That's a good point.
So it just plays in it. My LOL award is Chad Gable. Specifically, Chad Gable, your boss is mad at you, Daniel, so you're taking it out on us. Who the fuck gave him this angle to go with? It was terrible. Medine.
I had to laugh when Shinsuke went meow.
Yeah. With Natty as his new partner. Poor Shinsuke. They're like, since you won't learn English, we're going to give you one word and...
It's a sound effect.
Simple syllables if we give you multiple words. What do you got over there, Roadie?
I was actually going to say the same thing. Shinsuke behind Natty was about the... Yeah, I guess that's the funniest thing I could think of.
The show was kind of uneventful.
It very much was.
It really was. I mean, I don't know how we're having more fun here, but that's about the best that we can do. LOL, Shinsuke photobombing Natty, also for Stike Leather, so he agrees with you. Juan says, hashtag buy Rob Rogaine is his LOL. So.
What is that? You making fun of my hair?
I get lack thereof.
I've never seen Rob with hair. In
hashtag,
fact, if he had hair, it would be unusual.
Hashtag buy Juan a salad.
I actually don't want my hair, but I enjoy being a bald man.
Apparently, Teddy left us a voicemail. Do you know how to play that, Roadie?
Nope.
Okay, well, if we figure out how to play that, we'll get to that later. Now is the time. Rob, you ready?
Am I? What are we doing?
It's your turn.
Oh, yeah, okay.
Housekeeping.
So Monday nights we have Monday Night Rawsome. That's our reaction show to Monday Night Raw. It's going to happen on YouTube Live and Twitch.
Smoke break.
Don't forget to subscribe to our actual YouTube channel. Find that shit, Marked Out Podcast. Tuesdays we got our show after what we're doing it now, so you should fucking know. Every day on iTunes and Podbean after the shows, we're for Rawsome. Smackdown, we might not get up for about a week. It happens like that.
I'm going to try to learn tonight.
Yeah, okay. Let's see, at Smart Mark Show on
What's
Twitter.
What's the over-under on that?
Yeah, at Smart Mark Show on Twitter, Marked Out Wrestling on the Instagram and markedoutwrestling.com. Gmail is or the email is markedoutpodcast@gmail.com. 704-444-0084 would be our studio line when it does work. And that's pretty much your housekeeping notes for this edition of Marked Out Podcast.
You know, times are changing. Ladies can do stuff now.
That means
Wrong
nothing.
sound effect.
Yeah, my bad. I didn't realize I went female Rob. I messed up.
Hey, Rob, what's your favorite Pokemon besides Pikachu? Maybe when I poked your mom.
That's the worst comeback I've ever heard. You stooped to his high school level. And if that was intentional, that was brilliant. If not, that was lame.
Teddy asked, when is Thursday Takedown coming back?
Probably looking at, I would think leading into TakeOver for New Orleans.
Possibly.
Yeah.
It depends on Brian's recovery.
Yeah. Right now, it's just a matter of time with Brian. We got to give him some time. And, he's
having a rough go of it right now.
The other thing is he does a really good job on Takedown that we didn't even want to get anybody else to do it.
No, God, no.
That's his baby.
Yeah, it's his thing.
So, yeah.
It's so dated.
But good.
You got one of those?
They see me rolling, they hating,
controlling and
trying to catch me riding dirty.
Teddy's always riding dirty.
No, he's sitting dirty.
Sitting dirty.
All right, Adam.
Do they have couches in Ireland?
Right?
I don't know.
Futons. IKEA.
Yeah.
The futons. The Bala Club futons.
All right, kick us off with the Mud Report, Medine. What you got?
All right, so this is coming in from last night. We don't like to talk about Raw on the show, but we do. According to WWE senior ringside physician Chris Amon, it is believed that Samoa Joe may have a rupture of the plantar fascia. So basically,
Plantar's peanuts?
I thought it was plantar's fasciitis.
So he heard a pop in his foot.
This is a disease.
And there's a possibility that he might have to be on the shelf. Miss the Rumble, maybe. There is talk online that this is a work. They were just trying to take him out of the mixed match challenge, and that he'll cost Cena a Rumble victory, and then that would that would be before their feud.
Well, now,
how did he get the injury in the match?
Yeah, in the
Apparently.
match. In the match, with
it just
Rhino
burst.
last night.
He already kind of had it there, but it burst.
Okay.
Now here's the thing.
It's like a Tommy John's type thing.
I don't think it's a work because he was removed from the graphic when they showed tonight of the men that were
right
in the Royal Rumble and the rest shaded.
Well.
He was taken out. He was only entered last night, and now he's taken out of the graphic. He's out. I think there's still a chance for Cena and Joe to play out at Mania, but he's out of the Rumble.
It's unfortunate too because he just came back from injury. Not even.
But this one's not as bad.
Ago?
You got to know that it's a bit of a heartbreak for him. I mean, all these years, and he finally gets to WWE, and it gets to one of the most signature wrestling events in the world, and on the shelf.
And he was the destroyer when he first got injured. Now he's kind of getting a push again, and yeah, I feel bad, Rob.
Yeah.
I'm right there with you. What else you got, Medine?
Other than that, we were gonna go to your mixed match challenge. We had some...
tomorrow on NXT, Johnny Wrestling is putting his title shot on the line against Velveteen Dream. Stike Leather says,
"Dude, I saw me and Medine saw NXT show here in Charlotte, and the Velveteen Dream Gargano match was no short of a takeover match.
They gave us a classic at a house show.
It was so.
It was
good.
really good.
It was a really good fucking match.
Well worth the price of admission, which I will omit from this conversation.
Stike Leather.
I went for free.
Stike Leather gives us our medical report.
It was very low.
Thanks for chiming in, Stike. He says, I've had this injury. It hurts like hell, and you don't feel the pain immediately.
Yeah, no, it's not a...
So he might have been working with it for a little while.
It's not a lesser injury.
But it's kind of like, and I don't want to...
But it's got a better rehab than, like, tearing your ACL is what I'm saying.
I'm just saying there's some injuries...
I wasn't trying to lighten it.
No, I know.
There's some injuries that you can continue on, and then you take that risk that they get worse or they get better. And this might be one of them. I don't know.
Listening to the Something to Wrestle With talk about Edge, his whole career was like that.
Yeah.
And look at him. He's retired
the running back
early.
the running back for the Panthers, I know. Wah, wah, wah.
Which one?
Jonathan Stewart. He's always had those foot problems, but he could still practice. He could still play, but it was always that risk that he could hurt it more.
Yeah.
So they took a lot of time off.
Berto wonders, is Gargano and Ciampa going to fight at TakeOver New Orleans? Is Ciampa cleared by then?
It's coming.
Whenever he returns, they're going to revisit it. They have to.
He was supposed to be out for 9 months. That should be about the time.
And Stike says it's from 3 weeks to 4 months, so maybe Joe does miss Mania and not just Rumble. I hope he's back in time for Chamber. Because I would think he's not in that fake graphic, but I would think Joe has to be in that Chamber unless he is the Rumble winner. But now he's not even in the Rumble, so who knows? And Teddy just discovered the Joey Ryan dick spot, so good job for you.
This is definitely the worst time of year to get injured if you're a WWE wrestler.
Oh yeah, Rumble and Mania. Yeah. Oh God. Yeah.
Yeah. Poor
That's
Dean
money.
Ambrose. Poor Samoa Joe. At least Dean's wife is earning some money. Facebook, we got a lot of weird tag teams here. Heel face, heel face, heel face, heel face, face face, face heel, face heel, face face, heel heel, question marks.
Left hand red.
Face face, face heel, face heel. These are the teams. They all feel this way. Sami Zayn and Becky Lynch, Elias and Bayley, Miz, Asuka, Rude, Charlotte, Knock, Natalia, Goldust, Alicia Fox, Balor and Banks. I know you got to like that one, Roadie.
Balor and Banks. Yeah, I do.
I mean, if you and Kiera were to swing, that would be the ones.
That would be the room we go to.
Or do you go to Asuka and Miz?
No.
No,
I don't think Kiera is not big on Miz.
Okay, Kiera likes Balor. He likes Sasha.
But I would be down for Asuka.
For you.
Oh,
okay.
I think they're the winners of this tournament.
Well,
at the end of 12 weeks.
Now, we got Nia and Apollo. We have Xavier. Well, no, we don't know which New Day yet, and Carmella.
Right now, Big E's in the lead.
Is this WWE? Is this WWE rules or NXT rules?
It's
good question.
I don't know. And we have the two married couples, Jimmy Uso and Naomi, and Rusev and Lana. Now, my favorite to win is not Asuka and Miz because I like Braun and Bliss.
Yeah.
That Braun and Bliss. If you saw. They did a couple promos
the promo was hilarious.
Where they didn't show anything but the top of Alexa's head, and Braun is just cut off. He looks like Andre on the screenshot, like talking to Okerlund. It was great. I don't know. Did all the promos tonight do anything for you? Teddy, of course, has now discovered that Xavier and Paige would be funny. Yeah, we talked about that.
Originally, I saw a graphic with the two of them.
They'd never make it to the ring, especially if they had their manager.
Brad Maddox.
They'd pin each other.
Yeah.
What?
No, I just here
double pin.
This thing will not. To me, if they do the WWE PG era rules, excuse me, of when the guy tags in, the other guy has to tag in. There's no contact between the men and the women. Then I could give two fucking shits about this whole tournament. Now, if you start to do like NXT has been slowly building back into, where you're letting the women attack the men. You haven't necessarily let the men attack the women yet, but you let the women attack the men. If you can give me something like that, where I can see some intergender interaction that's not sexual, I like this.
The term mixed match challenge kind of gives that illusion that
but the whole
might
thing
be some
is
interaction between the men and women.
Everything is based on kayfabe break. Sami Zayn is the biggest heel on SmackDown, and they showed a promo on SmackDown tonight of him being playful, asking or telling Becky that they were going to be partners, and they had a big hug, and he was total face, old school Sami. It diminishes the build that he has, and you're doing it on SmackDown. It's not like it's the Facebook exclusive kayfabe break. They're promoting it on here.
I just had a thought.
Okay. And Charlotte and Bobby is not a bad tag team.
No, not at all.
They got a great name, too. The Robe Warriors.
I like that. I like that a lot.
I saw a good graphic of them doing like
let me
peacock
get
poses.
this thought out because I'll forget it because I'm in Medinesboro right now.
And drunk.
It's closed.
And drunk. So Hunter, we're talking about my theory that Hunter is going to be taking over the main roster as Vince goes and plays football commissioner, right? And we're doing all of a sudden out of nowhere this mixed gender challenge. But who do we know who is really big about doing tournaments? Hunter.
Well, this isn't a tournament. It's a challenge.
No, but
they're not like doing round by round by round.
But it's a specialty event.
Right,
Yeah.
but I'm saying there's just a bunch of matches.
No. This has to be a tournament because at the end of 12 weeks, there has to be a winner.
Right, so there is a tournament.
They're competing for $100,000.
Okay, so shut your mouth. You're wrong. My point is,
I didn't see a bracket yet.
Okay, my point is, who runs NXT? Hunter. NXT has tournament after tournament after tournament after tournament. Even if they're not directly affiliated, they still end up being a part of NXT.
Yeah,
right?
they skipped the Dusty. I was mad this year.
Yeah, they were supposed to do it, and they're talking about doing it again after
New Orleans, or
I think after
Philadelphia.
Maybe after that. Yeah, they were supposed to do it this month, and they got put off.
They should do it.
I inquired about that one.
They should do it leading into where the finals is at.
Yeah. My point.
Over New Orleans.
Okay, thank you for interrupting with your own point. But my point is that is Hunter already kind of taking over the reins? Is this a Vince thing, or is Hunter in there saying, "Hey, let's do a fucking tournament"?
That's why I think Hunter inserts himself as the puppet master behind Daniel Bryan's actions.
I wish.
The cerebral assassin. Wouldn't be the first time.
Bye, Stike.
If you're speaking of tournaments, we have a United States tournament going on.
UNITY.
On SmackDown, so is Hunter behind that too?
Could he be?
Possibly.
NXT?
No one knows.
Tune in next week to find out.
All right, so
what are we doing?
We're doing this.
You've got mail.
So we've got our drunk show. Trapped in the Archives is the Hitman. He's got his Battleground reaction. Since we've got I thought this was fitting since we have our drunk anniversary show coming up. I thought it'd be fun to recap an old one from a fan perspective, especially since he's trapped there. Pray for me, board. He says this one's going to be rough.
You always fuck this up. If you're new to us, or you don't know what Adam's about to do, one of our fans is listening to our old shows, and he's going to talk about what he experienced listening to, specifically this time, our anniversary show that we got drunk at. Okay? So if you don't know, that's about to happen. So now...
Thanks for explaining it to Teddy. Number 2, he writes on here, I know it's an anniversary show, but if this intro was any longer, we would be in the long-ass housekeeping territory. I remember that long intro. Roadie spent a lot of time on it, and
I was proud of that shit.
I enjoyed the hell out of it. And you guys did shit on a lot of our production that night. Bored.
Fuck y'all, man.
Yeah. Say what you want. That opening song they played after intros is hype as fuck. So after he buries us, he compliments us. Thanks,
right.
Hitman. Still sucking off on Timmy. Yeah, you know why? We'll still suck off on Timmy right now because he's the only one who donated, motherfucker. He sent us the alcohol we got drunk with that night.
Yeah.
Mark Smith, too, was our first troll. Rob is in awe that drunk Brian still ums a lot. I don't know why you'd be in... I bet it would be worse.
No.
Less than 30 minutes in, everyone is talking over one another. We're drunk.
Dude,
I'm surprised.
I listen back every once in a while to that show, and there was that moment where I was like, oh, my God. Nobody can hear anything.
Yeah.
Yeah.
One of our worst shows if you listen to it sober. Yeah. Bob was throwing shade at Medine, and Rob accused Kiera of using Orton to get off.
I still do.
If Medine yells out weed any louder when talking about Orton, he will use his quota for volume for the whole year. What do you think about that, Medine?
Continue.
Rob gets called out by the panel for being wrong about the titles. Okay.
Whatever.
Yeah, we were all speculating back then.
Not the first time.
Won't be the last.
No.
Never heard Medine so loud and opinionated. Need more hashtag woke Medine, he says.
In other words, drunk Medine?
Woke Medine.
Yeah. Board is live. The first plugs for Rawsome and Smackdown happened. The Jews' talents are math and saying tongue twisters. Yeah, I got to bring something to the show.
Damn sure ain't production value.
Yeah, Danimal's picks were so bad he doesn't suck, he blows. I'm glad Dan was the segue there. Okay, Dan was one of many, but I've always had somebody to work the board for me. I am fucking talent. I never had to learn it.
All right, yeah, go ahead.
So that's what happened there.
Yeah, quit sucking yourself off.
Speaking of that, sucking me off, I won 2 pay-per-views in a row. All I do is win. Segment over, shots, Rob declares. I remember every segment you made us do a fucking
Time to
shot.
do a new shot. Do a shot.
Kiara spilled Steve's drink. Good, bad, best, worst theme is great. Bring it back, Rob. Do you remember that game?
Good, bad, best, worst theme?
Yeah.
No.
Like theme song?
No.
Hitman, hit us up. If you like
we can go back and listen to our own show and figure out
I
what
guess
it was.
we could, but let's make him do the work.
Okay.
Biggest miss for the Hitman is Rob playing Demon Balor's theme instead of the normal Finn one.
Oh, fuck off.
Mike Hawk is on the board. He requests the panel to take a shot, and so Rob once again demands that we all do it.
Everybody taking shots.
Rob says he will always love Brian as long as he can't walk more than 10 feet.
I guess I hate him now.
Yeah, poor Brian. Yeah. Drunk Impressions game, yeah, that one board. That was a good one. Everyone yells before the game even starts. Medine saying the fuckery would be edited out clearly doesn't understand the secret sauce for the show. That couldn't be a more true statement.
Yeah.
Medine doesn't get the secret sauce.
Right on board.
Holy shit.
I made the secret sauce. What the fuck are you talking about?
He says, holy shit, we're still setting this game up. Everyone talks about Mae Young's dry pussy. He says, yeah, I was confused by that. I don't know.
Because Kira went on and on about how she'd fuck her. I think that's what it was.
Oh, okay. And Rob,
fuck that dry pussy.
Rob, would you rather blow KO or kiss Roman's ass?
That hadn't changed.
Final thought: Medine and Steve should be drunk each show. Here you go, Medine. They were on point. Medine doesn't get enough love or respect. Dude is low key the panel MVP most shows, and he started the Roman hate train as well as the women can do stuff. I won't just think of him as Medinesboro anymore, but also as the pioneer of Marked Out. Rob and Adam are just living in his world.
I'm glad all of you still listen, despite Adam's asinine analytics and Rob's rhetorical rants. Continue.
That's your concession speech.
See, he's got skills.
That's all you got.
Oh yeah, when he wants to participate, he's gold.
It's because I'm sober. I'm dead sober today. That's why.
Let me do my impression of Medine. Here's Medine on an average night. Wait, no, don't.
So I'm not.
Don't interrupt. Hold on, don't interrupt.
Go ahead.
All right, so Adam, ask me. Adam, okay, light your thing. Now ask me a question. I know, I got it.
Okay. Hey, Medine, did you mail Noah's package yet?
Gotta do the big breath. No.
No. I don't do and shit like that. That's Brian's thing.
Okay. Shut up. I'm not. This is not your turn.
What am I doing?
You always do a heavy breathe. You're like. Next question.
Teddy, which game do you want us to play?
I had a better impression, but then that came out, and I regret doing all that.
Regret?
I regret it. I
immediately regret it.
Anyway, you suck.
I love you, Rob.
Noah says he donated $15 to the show. Medine, did you mail him a package?
Wait, is that $15 to ship your package?
No, I don't know.
Well,
and Teddy, which game
I'm
do you
not
want
with
us
you
to
on
play?
this, Medine. You're wrong here.
Yeah. Teddy says, can you play that game again for the Royal Rumble?
The game again?
I don't know what.
Canadian?
The game
Are we Canadian now?
I don't know what game he's talking. Oh, the drinking game. Yeah, we're gonna be drunk that show. I think we should do drunk impressions.
We gotta
again.
work in the morning, so we can't get destroyed.
But I want to do drunk impressions. I thought that was fun.
I love drunk impressions. Brian is so good at that.
Kiara was really good at it,
too.
too.
I remember that.
Oh,
game.
the tulips.
The tulips. The only thing is, pal, you're fired.
That was back when we had creative juices flowing and no listeners.
We're gonna bend over, have a Diet Pepsi, and watch The Ascension.
Yeah, the dumb shit I thought of the tattoo challenge. I've drawn another high number just to recap that. We're gonna have to get a tattoo if our number is the winner. It will be panel approved, but it will be crowd funded.
Yeah, Kiara picked a 5 tonight for the Women's Royal Rumble.
Yeah, so Kiara's got 5, Rob's got 7, Steve has 11, and I have 24, and Brian's to be determined. That's for the women. On the men's side, Rob is 19, Kara has 11, I have 22, Stevie has 3. That's pretty safe.
Yeah.
You're not safe.
I'm never safe, apparently. Roman
You
Reigns
ain't never safe.
If Roman
You ain't
Reigns
never
comes out
safe.
as number 22, fuck you, WWE. I'm just saying.
Roman's going to be 31.
You are ruining my fucking Rumble 2 years in a row if you give him my fucking number. I don't even care.
Yeah.
No, that adds to the dramatics. If everybody or anyone could have been here last year watching you with your clenched asshole about to jump over that fucking couch.
Oh, my God.
When Roman came in, and it was just Roman and Randy at the end.
Oh, my
God. I could have not written that better.
It was wonderful.
Well, there was all this rumor. Roman had fought earlier in the night, and there was all this rumor that Taker was going to come out. So I'm like, oh, number 30 is going to be Taker, or it's going to be Joe. Win-win for me if that happens to win. Nope. I get the worst fucking thing ever. Noah says I'm going to get a Page tattoo.
Roman Reigns, the guy with the tattoo on your body.
And I don't know if Berto is being funny or ironic here, but he says we should do a 24-hour show. The Drunk Show was a 24-hour show because we never turned the stream off. Nobody was in here, and it was dead air for
12 hours.
But
it was 12 hours before I noticed we turned the stream off.
No mics were running, but that's how we roll.
I'm just sad we're not going to be on our actual channel for the anniversary.
Oh, did you get my idea?
For those who can't watch it live, we do upload to that channel, don't we?
Yeah.
We're
so
gonna
they can at least see it then.
We're calling it the Banniversary Show because we're banned.
Oh, the Banniversary.
The Banniversary Show.
Are we going to turn into the Hawk?
I thought of that. Banniversary Show.
You actually didn't. I did. Stop trying to steal my shit.
I'm kidding.
I got an idea.
As usual.
Tomorrow at noon, he's going to be like, I thought of the name Banniversary.
Hey, that's a great idea, Rob. Banniversary.
Yeah.
Good point.
Yeah.
That's a shout out to this guy.
Everybody who,
Medine.
that guy, everybody who listens on our other platforms,
Bob will be
make
here
sure
for
you
this.
listen on that night to whatever fucking platform we're on. If we're not on our main channel, who gives a shit? If you're not signed up to Twitch, you better sign up.
Yeah, we're going to be Facebook. We're going to be everything. Facebook Live that night. Fucking
do it.
Yeah.
Do it.
Yeah, do it.
Do it.
Anyway,
you can do it. Put your back into it.
Final thought, real fucking quick. WWE, give us something worth reacting to so that we can have some shows here because this is getting old really, really fast. Tune in next time. Same smart time, same smart channel.
I'll catch you on the flip side.
Smackdown Podcast is recorded, edited, distributed, and marketed at U-Record Studios in Charlotte, North Carolina.
It's the
For more information
final
on optimizing your
countdown!
podcast for increased listenership, check out U-Record on Facebook, Twitter, and email sales@urecordstudios.com or visit the website www.urecordstudios.com.
Yes! 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 Yes!
You're listening to the Electronic Media Collective Podcast Network. Yeah, it's a mouthful. For more great shows, visit electronicmediacollective.com.
Go away, fat man.